Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more chess. We'll start our game in a minute. I just wanted to draw your attention to something that I thought was cool. First of all, I think our rating is the highest yet, highest it's ever been. Very good. And we're on a 6-game win streak, my best winning streak as of yet. So I just thought that was cool. It's nice to celebrate these little things. Let's try to extend it if we can. 15-10. Gonna still be returning to trying to practice just noticing undefended pieces. That's the goal. Um, as discussed in my previous videos on deliberate practice. My previous 3 videos, I think, maybe just 2. I am not going to read this name out loud. It's just impossible. I mean, obviously it's easy. I recognize all the letters and all the numbers, but there's too many of them. I got better things to do with my time. Are we gonna get an aborted game here? My opponent's online. Okay. I was also looking at the chess insights thing, which is from information about your games. Oh, can I just do this? Challenge. Do I want to do that? Challenge the center. Maybe I do this first. No, that's bad. I feel like normally I develop a bishop here, like this or something. But this. Wait, why don't I just take the pawn? I move 3. I never notice an undefended piece. Okay, at this time I did. So what's the punish for this? Suppose here. The problem is I can't actually hang on to the pawn, can I? My knight gets chased away. Queen can just grab this with check. Am I okay with that? Well, I can support the knight, right? I'm going for this. If it's wrong, I'll find out. We're expecting this next move. I can also support the knight with my queen, but that seems like probably not that great. They're just gonna okay, not gonna even fight for it. Fine. This is under some pressure for sure. Uh, but okay, knight here is not looking so hot anymore, or pawn here. But now I can chase the bishop and defend the sensitive spot, right? I haven't looked at undefended pieces at all this game, aside from noticing the pawn, I guess. But it's just like there's a lot going on for the opening. Okay, I mean this pawn undefended. Yes, got it. Everybody's rooks. I think that about covers it. I mean, I this would be a bad sack. I'm pretty sure you can't just sack a bishop for a pawn when you're already down a pawn just to get a slightly more open king side. I don't think that's acceptable. But I'm still a little scared of it. Um, I don't know. I think I would probably do this soon. Normally, you don't like to develop the queen so early, but right now she's doing a pretty good job here. Um, and guarding this is also important. Yeah. Well, okay, but this is actually defended. What if I just grab this bishop? Break up their pawns. Take away an attacker of the sensitive point. I think that's a great idea. And then I can do something like, ugh, I hate it. I hate moving the F pawn so early. But I think this might deserve being addressed. I don't know. How are you going to get anything over there besides the queen, right? I think just go here. I don't know. Which side am I castling? Their bishop is the light square, so this diagonal's not that big, not as big a deal as it might have been. I think we just go for this. It's scary, but I'm not that accessible after castling here, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, this pawn is undefended, as are all of the rooks. I don't know what the heck this opening was. Some kind of accelerated attack on f2. I don't know if it has a name. It seemed pretty bad to me. Oh right. Anyway, I was looking through. There's this. We looked at Chess Insights once early on in the series. I think it's just like it looks through all your games and builds a little database that you can query and ask it some things. And I can't really figure out how to write interesting queries, but there are a number of built-in queries like, of all the openings you play most often, in which ones do you win the highest percentage of games? And I saw that the one that is labeled as the highest win percentage was King's Pawn opening, like this. Which is not surprising because that's the only opening I play pretty much as white, right? But I think it actually does mean something because if it goes like pawn here, yes, that's the King's Pawn opening. And then if you do something normal like this, it's like, oh, it's the King's Pawn opening, knight variation, or whatever. And so I think that it means if it only says King's Pawn variation, it means like it went here, and then you guys were off book. You did things nobody does often enough to give a name to. And that was my. I played that 4 times and won 100% of them. Which, like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's like, here. I don't know. That's probably. That has a name, right? That's the Grob, isn't it? I don't know. Opponent is stymied here. Dumbstruck. By the way, don't move this bishop over here because then you're dropping all this. That would be bad. Searching deep reserves of wisdom for some attack here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But, that's why you get time, right? Use it where you see fit. And I think it's fair for my opponent to be a little worried right now. I feel like the game's going pretty well for me at the moment. Oh, also look at this. Let's go check out their profile. They played a lot of Blitz and they're just getting into Rapid. Interesting. Played a few games of Rapid a long time ago and then played like a game or two recently. Is that what's going on? Okay, a year ago. Not even a year, but close. And okay, whatever. Okay, interesting. So they're provisional at the moment, which I think means that in addition to them getting a higher elo difference for a win or a lose, I would get a lower one for a win or a lose. Like it would just not change as much. Is there some way to say like, hello, are you there? There is, but I won't. Just curious. You can actually have voice chat with your opponent? I never want to do that. Oh my... I don't know. I guess I could imagine it. But like, I don't know. Does every program need to have its own voice chat? Can't we all just use Discord or Google Meet or Zoom or whatever? I'm not a Zoom guy. I'm a Google Meet guy, but Discord would be like more normal for Lichess, obviously. Well, would it? I don't know. There's probably more people playing Lichess over Zoom than over Discord, I bet. Just because like Zoom is way more common overall. So even if Lichess players are slightly more likely to use Discord than the average human, the average Lichess player might still be more likely to use Zoom than to use Discord. I don't know. You've been in the tank for like 5 or 6 minutes here, and I'm a little bit thinking something's gone wrong here. Opponent had to leave, but I don't ever really like. There's still hello. There you go. You okay over there? That's all I'm gonna say. If we end up waiting here for the full 9 minutes, I don't know. I guess we could go do puzzles. Sure. I am fairly sure I'll notice when it's my move, and even if I miss by 5 minutes, no big deal. Okay. So pawn here. Let's look for undefended pieces first. Those are important. This bishop, rook, knight, pawn, bishop, pawn, rooks. Okay, a lot of undefended pieces. Good to know. Probably not the most important thing in puzzles, though. Usually you're looking for... I mean, I don't know. Undefended pieces can be important. But usually it's not just like, oh, the rook is hanging, let's pick up the rook. It's like you have to do something to make that happen. Now, one opportunity that I see is something like rook e8, pinning the bishop to the king. And nobody seems able to defend the bishop at all. So that seems pretty good. The main question is, like, does white have some bigger, more important threat that I have to address before I can do this? I don't think so. These are my undefended pieces, and they're not really attackable. This bishop could take here, but I'd be fine with that. So I think it's just here, here, and that's the puzzle. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, let's go look at oops. I wanted to look at puzzle dashboard. It's kind of embarrassing. Look how bad I am at pins. Did we already talk about this in a previous video? I'm so bad at pins. And I'm like pretty good at some of these things, but like when there's a pin coming up, like I'm out of here. I don't know. Gotta practice those. Anyway, next puzzle. Still not our turn, I can tell. But here you go. There's the board. Opponent's apparently just going to time out. Well, what can you do? I believe I could legally start another game, but I don't want to be committed to that in case they come back and I have to play 2 at a time. I could cut this game out, I suppose, but I won't. We'll just talk about puzzles instead. I mean, this is pretty exciting, right? But it doesn't actually lead to checkmate as far as I can see. King here is the only legal move, sure. But then what? There's no real way to get at the king again. I can here, here, here. And then the queen could could block, and I think that would be okay for black. Or the king could move here, which also seems okay for black. So maybe, here we go. This is the idea. After king here, we're not actually attacking the king. We're just opening up the bishop's access to g6, where the queen and the rook are pinned together, or skewered, I guess. Oh, we're also getting out of this fork, now that I look at it. So while this is it is here. Oh, I see. The rook's actually cooked. Even I was thinking I might do this, and then before I follow up with bishop here, I might try rescuing the rook. But actually, there's nowhere to put him. These 2 squares are controlled by the knight, and this by the pawn. So actually, where he is kind of like the best place to be. We go here, here, here. Is there some queen move that's forcing enough that I can't just pick up a rook? Oh, I can't actually even pick up the rook, can I? Yeah, I could. I could, because it's with the bishop. It's not like I'm trade. The king is defending it, but I'm still getting a rook for the bishop. But I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical. This might not actually be enough. Like, I guess, well, no. I was thinking briefly that if they move the queen, they don't get my rook. But no matter, they have to give me like 2 tempos in a row for my rook to escape, and even that might not be enough. I guess it would be. I could go like here, here, or something, or here, here, for that matter. So, I'll just say I'm like almost certain this is the right idea, but I'm not sure what the follow up is because black has some freedom here. Oh, also this bishop. Ooh. I guess it's okay. You can't. This is really scary looking, but you can't actually go there. My rook and knight are both defending that square. And if you actually take the rook, aka the knight is still defending, but B, the king is not in nearly as much danger anymore now that the knight isn't controlling these squares. So I think I'll just go for this and see what black does and then figure out how to respond. Interesting. Bishop here. That's a cool one. But this, I think, is fine. They can pick up my queen, but then I get the rook for a bishop. And I end up ahead a bit. Although I'm still losing this rook. The other thing that you might do would be queen here. Check. If the king runs, then this is insane. It's amazing. It's great. And if queen blocks, I think we just trade and win the bishop, which is probably better than trading the bishop for a rook, right? So I think this is actually slightly better than picking up the queen. Nope. Nope. Oh, the bishop is hanging. I can just win an entire bishop. Because the queen can't actually go here. It's guarded. Okay, good puzzle. You got me. It should be pretty close, though, right? Nope. Anything else is horrible. That's how the puzzle is supposed to be, so it makes sense. Still not my turn, by the way, but opponent's going to time out any minute now. How many moves in are we? 6? This might not even count towards my rating. That would be pretty annoying. There's some, like, if you haven't completed enough moves under some conditions, it doesn't count. But I don't really know the details. It might only be in tournaments. Who knows? So, what's wrong with this? King escapes. Oh, my queen is hanging. Yeah, I didn't think about this. Okay. It's my turn! Opponent moved. That's incredible. Also, I got a browser notification, so that's nice. All right, let's just rate this puzzle thumbs up and get out of here. Okay, opponent has discovered this bishop attack. Gonna plow through all 3 of my pawns. Black resigned. Okay. Fine. Yeah, this position has never appeared in top level games. Not a surprise. So look at this. So this isn't a king's pawn opening. It's a king's knight opening. I don't know. Anyway, so really, I just I can't imagine that F4 is the engine's top recommendation move 1. That's the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. It's not like the opening book says it's good either. Okay, so it's something like the opening book is suggesting that that's possible. Oh, I just must have had it moused over somehow. And then it didn't. I'm pretty sure I moved my mouse, but Okay, somehow this stayed stuck. All right. So we'll get a computer analysis. I don't imagine there's much in it. Um, they blundered here, and I almost just like assumed this pawn wasn't takeable, but finally a game arose where I actually took it. This has occurred only once in high level play, and white won. Not a surprise. Oh, yeah, that does work, doesn't it? I didn't notice that the queen is defending here. Instead, what did I do? Did I just run away with the knight or something? Or no, I did this, right? No, I ran away with the knight. Okay, it says don't do that. Just establish a strong pawn center and anchor the knight in. And then if they invest pawn moves in chasing you away, fine, you can run, I guess. I'm surprised. I don't know. I guess this is... It comes with a lot of tempo. That's cute. Yeah, sure. You don't have to defend the bishop because in exchange you get my knight. This pawn's kind of doing two things. Why on earth this? Oh, right. Bishop can't take here. The queen's guarding it. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, just establish a strong center. This is actually good, huh? Oh, yeah. The only thing guarding it is the queen, and we can do this with check. Oh, my God. Yeah, this getting this knight kind of anchored in was really good. Okay, so I didn't actually do that though. Instead, I ran away. And like I think this is second best. Instead, just develop a knight to defend your pawn. Fine. I didn't think about that actually. I didn't. I only thought of defending this pawn with pawns. I think this would have been much better. Yeah. And Stockfish agrees. This is dropping almost a pawn in value by weakening this square. But then the opponent resigned. So did this count? Like, I guess, yeah. Well, play another. Against Akash Pisharodi has opened with the king pawn. Okay, and I think I like. I've been playing this recently. It seems fun. It's like Sicilian, right? Um. Okay, defending this. Just get that knight out, and this next, I believe, and then here is how it goes, or. I could attack the bishop, but it doesn't seem that useful. I guess if I were going to, I would do it here, so he can't just back up and still be aiming at this square. Hmm. Okay, fine. I remember having this available is useful against that somehow. Let's just block that off. So instead of here, we're gonna go here, I guess. Actually, this doesn't work. It's attacked 3 times. Yeah, so they're headed over here. Undefended pieces, by the way. This pawn is not undefended. It looks undefended, but look at that bishop. Incredible. I'm going to hold off on developing this knight because it might be useful to put him here. Like, what is this? This is not how the Sicilian is supposed to look, I think. Okay, go away, please. Oh, really? I think I'm happy to make that trade. It opens up this file for them, but I get the bishop for the knight, and this bishop is sort of well developed. It really makes this a strong square for them. 2 pawns pointing at it. And I've already weakened my control, like so. That sort of could be a big problem, huh? At least they wouldn't have a light square bishop to get in here, but they do have 2 knights who could make use of it eventually. No pawns, though. No. I mean, I could always wait. The bishop can't actually escape anymore. I don't have to do this now. I can trade for him later. You know, you could do this, but that's worse. So let's just develop something. Like maybe just a modest bishop move right here. No. Because then, if you ever... I want to be able to do this in 1 move, not 2 if they attack. So let's just develop a knight. If here... I guess I didn't think that through. I think that would be pretty bad for me. Okay, but I hope they go in for this. Because I would love to have my queen get to recapture. Let's chase the bishop. They should back up, I think. I don't know. This is not going as well for me as I thought it would be. I don't know. Now this is actually more reasonable, I think. No, they're just going to back off. Okay. Attacking this, by the way. So this square is just so important. So I guess this is how we're going to develop the bishop then. All right. I think well, why not just go for that now? Yeah, seems fine. Undefended pieces. No longer my knights. Or my knight. Just my 2 rooks. And this rook for my opponent. The opponent is slightly better coordinated. I have grabbed more space with pawns, but they have a more threatening center. So, I don't know. I don't think I would say that I'm ahead right now. But maybe this is... I don't know. I don't think this is really such a big downside for my opponent. This is good, too. They just castled kingside, so the bishop's a bit better now, aiming at the enemy king. Or rather, going here has become a better move for the bishop. I guess I could develop this bishop and be ready to castle. Yeah, in case this opens up when I take here, I want to be able to get out. So I should have maybe done this on the previous move. I don't think there's really any danger of this pawn being captured and needing to go bishop there. So let's just go like this. But I feel like D5 is the focal point here. Okay. Oh, no. That's why I should have done this earlier. Now they can... Now they can take like this and get a really strong center. I didn't see this. But This is a threat now? The bishop would have to trade itself for a pawn? What exactly do they do if I try that? Here... Here? Takes... Then the knight has to run, so I'm up a pawn? I don't know. I think this is good. I guess if here... Ooh. Okay, now I guess I'll go in for this, because the bishop... I'm about to lose my chance to trade the knight for the bishop, and I think I want to do that. Even if it means inviting this pawn forward, right? Right? Maybe not. Maybe I want to let it escape. Because if I could get a pawn here, I'd be very happy. I'm just going to castle. Let's just double check any undefended pieces. This. I don't think I want to do anything about this center right now. Bishop here, I guess, attacks this pawn a second time. And defends this square. That's probably better. Let's do that. I really do not want to invite this pawn over here. This is just too powerful a square that my opponent is trying to build. And letting them have an extra pawn over there is like, ugh. Okay, but now this is a nice square for me, isn't it? I mean, I can't exactly make use of it at the moment. Here, if takes, I'm pretty happy with takes. I guess they have this. Material is balanced, and my pawns got a bit worse. Maybe that's not so great. What if takes here? Queen takes, I don't like at all. Let's grab this bishop now, because then my knight would actually be able to get in there, I think. With a little bit less pain. Oh no, because there'll be a pawn there, you oaf. That's just made things worse for my knight. I can take here if I want. It comes with an attack, so I don't have to respond to the knight being attacked yet. But I think they would welcome a chance to bring in a piece into this area. This isn't going great for me. My knight is just lost. He's floundering. I'm gonna have to like put him here. Yuck. I don't know. I don't want these two pawns hanging out with each other, and having this supported also sucks. So let's go here. Actually, I think this might work for my opponent. No, because then I can defend the pawn. And then this is a real problem. No, it's not. They would still just take it. I don't know. This is undefended, by the way. Okay, so I can do this, but then I just instantly lose the knight to the queen. So that would be not great. However, I now have bigger counterpunches. I can still continue to ignore this knight if I want. Come here. Threatening this. And where's the queen gonna go that's a problem? She could land here, but I feel like she would be a little scared about that. Oh, also I could put the knight there if the queen left. Guarded by the bishop. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think queen here might look a little appealing, but if you look at it for a second or two, you realize it's actually bad. And so I assume my opponent will not do that. Okay. Well, but now this comes with tempo. So it's not as bad as if they could do something like that. Right? Or I could do this. Where would the queen be able to go at that point? I guess you could just take my knight, huh? The attack is supported by the pawn as well. Yeah, that wouldn't work out for me. Don't do this. But the other way to escape with my knight would be here. And then what would the queen be up to? What would she want to do? She could go here, or she has to go here. Everywhere else is covered by my pieces. Here, here. What do I have about that? Maybe a bishop move there? Just to, like, relieve some pressure on my knight? Here, here. I can't play this to actually attack her. En passant. Here, here. Grab the bishop? My knight is hanging, but I can... Oh yeah, the knight is in trouble once queen moves here, huh? I could support him, I guess. Yeah, I like that. This breaks open their king side a bit. And what if I did this first? I think that's pretty bad. Yeah, let's do this. This is a weird game, and I've been playing it pretty slowly in terms of like actual time, not necessarily chess tempo. But like number of seconds spent, not number of tempos spent. By the way, apparently tempos and tempi are both accepted. Have I talked about this before? I think I have. I hate tempi. What a dumb word. I certainly talked about colossuses versus colossi and so on. Okay, so queen there. And now I think I can do this. And it's like, if you want the knight, help yourself. They don't. Fine. And the knight is in trouble, but I can rescue him. Or I could remove this knight and then defend with queen. That's a thought. It also targets this pawn. Let's go for it. I assume... Actually, I don't know how they're going to take. Probably like this, right? And then the pawn is defended, it's true. But I'm targeting this one as well with my queen. Okay, they go back with the queen. Fair enough. They want this rook. Ooh, yeah, this is sort of a threat, isn't it? Well, let's get castled. No, drops the knight. Alright, I want the queen available. Well, hang on. The reason I wanted to get castled was to defend this square. Oh, I can't handle everything, can I? All these trades are not working out to my advantage after all. Could I afford to allow this? My king would be instantly checkmated, so it's not seeming great. What about this? Here... Now... No. Here loses the knight. Shoot. I think I'm pretty dead here. I shouldn't have gone in for this. I didn't see how powerful taking with the queen would be. Well, I guess actually it wouldn't be checkmate, right? Because the queen's gone. I could go here. And then where's the follow-up? Take this, I guess? You already did take it, sorry. Here, here. My back rank is, or my second rank is in horrible shape. Here. Then I have stuff like this? Oh man, I don't know, everything's really bad right now. Castles drops the knight and then loses. I think I have to go for this and try to survive when they take this pawn. And if they don't take it immediately, I'm thrilled to castle. I think this will be the end of our winning streak here. Well, actually, this pawn is covered. I'm really only losing this one pawn when they come in here. And I have a threat like this, which is a pretty big follow-up, so they have to be able to escape pretty craftily. This might not be as bad as it looks. Just maybe. I don't know, my king is very unsafe. I can't get behind any pawns as long as this queen remains here. So I should be calculating how good this is. I don't know, I think the queen should probably just retreat at this point. Well, not to here. But like to here. Then I get this pawn, I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad. Okay, so I have this now. Which is winning material. And again, I don't think I'm dead over here. Oh, it's not winning material because I dropped this knight, but it wins the pawn. I think this must be good. I haven't worked it out, but... my knight sucks, and their knight is great, so I would be happy to trade them, I guess. And also my queen is targeting these guys from here. Yeah, my queen is great, but my king is horrible. I don't know, once I get here, the rooks are connected, I'm guarded by 2 white pawns from rook checks. I might be getting out of this. Okay, now this is exciting because the knight can now make moves. Can I do something to bother this queen somehow? Like here and try to trap her in? I don't think that works. A pawn move? No. Just drops the pawn and then, yeah. So I think knight here is the only way to rescue the knight. And he's still not really going anywhere, even after I rescue him. Well, okay, bringing the queen back rescues, I guess. Queen here hangs on to all my pawns, threatens this. Oh, hang on. Why not here? That's even better, right? And now I threaten to actually force a queen trade, which would be stupendous. I don't know. I guess this handles it, maybe? No, I don't know. I can just take the knight. What a weird pawn structure, huh? I just got this little offset duo repeated 3 times with spaces between, like, evenly spaced. Probably never happened in any game of chess. I don't know. That's very unlikely, right? Almost everything has happened. Even though, like, you don't get to a lot of games that are repeats exactly of another game. There are enough chess games that I don't think that happens. But, like, a particular feature of a game, surely that's happened before, right? Oh, I love this. Right? Here. Where are you going to go, queen? Oh, she's going to take the knight. um... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I have to do something like this to keep the knight and the queen both alive. But then there's a move like that, and then what do I do? Just cry, right? Well, no, I could... Yeah, I would just cry, I think. Okay, maybe I'm not getting out of this. There's some nonsense like checkmate here. Not anytime soon, I don't think. I could give up the knight. Maybe. But I don't see how that could be good. I can't attack the queen. I don't know. Let's just defend the knight and see if they find an answer, which should definitely be possible. I think knight here would be a pretty cool move. Wait. So why didn't I just go further away? I was trying to hang on to this, but I think I should have gone, like, way over here. Yeah. Since I'm doing that anyway, this move. Okay, so I wasted a move there, which is, like, really bad. I would have preferred to spend it doing this. I just didn't think about defending a knight by being far away from it. You know? That's the... Oh, gosh. Okay. So much for king here. These major pieces are just horrible. In the fact, like, mine suck and theirs are monsters. Let's look at undefended pieces. Pretty much all of mine, right? I don't know, just my rooks. Knight here would be kind of cool for my opponent. Well, no, it wouldn't. I would just win the knight. No, it's guarded. Jeez. This is really not great. Being up a pawn is scant compensation. Everything is just held together by duct tape. I really wish I hadn't wasted that move, but on the other hand, if I hadn't wasted, I would have moved king here, and then I'd be like, uh-oh, that was a bad move. So, This would have been better, but I wouldn't have seen it. So maybe it's for the best that I didn't get a free move. I think I want to bring this rook over here. No. Then this would be a rook fork. God, this is just awful. Here? Nope, knight's guarding all this stuff. Wow. Oh my god, I can't move anything anywhere. Well, I mean, this pawn's not busy. Yeah, it is. It's, well, it's protecting this, but so I can make the rook move. But then once he does, I can't. Well, I can put my knight here? Worth a try. It interferes with my defense of the knight, but it attacks the rook and gives my knight safe harbor. Threatening like this, I guess. The rook won't be here anymore, so it's not like a fork, but yeah, there is that, huh? Is there that? Maybe that's nothing. Maybe I just do this. They're getting this pawn, I suppose. This is a nightmare. Uh... Okay, I guess we just go here? Threatens to take the pawn and get back into the thick of things? Okay, I don't want the pawn. I want to be here. You can take my knight now. But I don't know if that's really the best use of your time. The knight hasn't bothered anyone for a while. Okay. Fine, you got the knight. But the attack is being called off just a little bit. Their king has some back rank issues. If I could manage like this and then put a queen there, I would win. No, I wouldn't, because the king is still defending that and I can't deflect him. Hmm. Well, okay. I mean, this is a threat, I guess. Nope, it's not. There goes my queen. Okay. Yeah, this game was a mess. I don't know. What happened there? I was trying to have some tactics against their queen over here, but I ended up sacking so many pieces. And my knight on the edge was just like indefensible. Well, I guess I'll make this move. And then lose? Yeah. Yeah, this is checkmate. Alright. Oh, or rook there, fine. Well. So, the win streak ends, alas. Ooh, I had a chance right here, huh? So it hates queen there. Right. I thought this was better, but it's clearly not better enough to make up for this problem. What was I supposed to do? This? Yeah. I I remember looking at a move like this. Oh, I think I only looked at this to force the queen trade. What I should have looked at was this, which attacks all the important squares, but also defends the knight, right? We're... Oh, it'll say what now? Queen c5 was best. What? Oh, pinning the knight? Why not here? This is also fine. That's so... Yeah, okay. We get the queens off. And it likes queen c5. Which does not seem at all winning to me. It seems like I still have a ton of problems, but apparently I don't. Okay. But this is the move I want to find. Forcing a queen trade when their queen is a huge pest. And I noticed this possibility. I don't know if it was at this stage when I noticed I could do this and then that it doesn't work, or if it was at some other stage in the game, like earlier maybe? No, it wasn't earlier, I don't think. Yeah, I think it was here. I noticed I had to defend the knight, but I didn't think of this move. I tried this, but they're both bad. This was okay. Okay. Well, let's see what else I did wrong. Plenty. So I didn't like this. The idea was here. I could have just taken this. But I didn't, well, I didn't like that idea. I also don't really see how this push could lead to this being good, because this I could have done any time, right? This doesn't make it really any better. Seems to make it worse, honestly. But I don't see anything else really going on for me. Do I just take here? No, it hates that. Can I just do this now, apparently, maybe? Maybe that's the issue, is I can just do this now. Somehow. But if here... What's the follow-up? Ah. No, the knight is here. If I could move the queen here, it would be forking the undefended bishop at the end of... No, the knight's defending the bishop, actually. But it would be attacking the knight. I don't know. I don't think this is so great. No, it's bad. Here is another way to attack that square, but it's so heavily defended. I guess I'm... Yeah, I can support that, actually. Here... Takes... Knight takes, knight takes? I don't know. No, that's not it. I don't think it... Excuse me, I don't think it's castles. I don't see anything else that really threatens this bishop. What's the idea? It's castles. Why? Just mysterious. What were they supposed to do instead? They were supposed to go here. Oh! Castles is good because my knight gets this square. So the reason I'm winning in this position, I guess, is like I just have generally good stuff, but my knight is in danger if I don't save him. I don't know. I don't actually understand why I'm winning here. I guess it's because I threaten this someday soon. I see. This is bad because... No? I don't know. Kind of weird. But yeah, I see why castling is good now. The knight, I didn't really appreciate the danger of this push. And it's still good, and... What? Not here. So why is castling so great? Oh, I see. So I looked at... I looked at this en passant at one point. But it doesn't work. Because now, like, I'm still losing the bishop, right? Now, why does it work if I've castled? All right, suppose here. Now it says en passant. Takes. Ah, the knight is hanging. What does that have to do with me castling? I don't get it. I don't know. They had time to do this. But I could just go here? Oh, did I forget that the bishop is guarding that? I think I did. Ah. Yeah, and I can suddenly get rid of a bunch of these pieces that are menacing me and get to an okay spot. All right, anyway, next mistake. It didn't like this. Was this one where I was supposed to castle? No, they've already... I don't remember. We were just looking at this position, and I don't even remember. Do I do this? Attack the bishop? I don't think that is really a long-lasting attack. Here doesn't seem great. I don't know. I'm lost. This probably doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, so it is this knight takes. Oops. To break apart their connected pawns, I assume. Hmm. And it says, like, get this pawn off that square so your knight can go there, I guess. Okay, I took here, and that didn't really work out. I was ignoring this threat for a long time. This was what it says I should have done. Yeah. So at what point did this, like, actually become a problem? Right. The problem is they can take a... Did they actually do that? They didn't. Yeah, they missed that. So you can take here, and now I have two pieces hanging. I can't save them both. So this attempt to distract my opponent was just wrong. And then doing it again was also wrong. What did I do? This? Yeah. I'm just supposed to get the knight out of there. And now here... I mean, here doesn't work anymore because there's 2 attackers on this square. I guess we just do this and try to pull the queen away from the attack, maybe? Yeah. Okay. And this was also wrong because it allowed this, which was just brutal. I think I should have just defended the knight. Yeah, I didn't see the danger of this. That was really nasty. Yeah, we looked at this one. I was supposed to go there. Okay. Whew. Well, that was a tough game. Opponent definitely played better than I did for sure. Well-deserved victory. Also, apparently new to Blitz because they got new to Rapid. I mean, because they got a better rating adjustment than I did, despite being higher rated. So what? They played like 15 games or something. 109 games. Really? Huh. Rating deviation? What is my rating deviation? I thought it would be... I mean, apparently it's lower than that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have... It's close. I don't understand, actually. Oh, I guess these are our... No, that was our rating at the time of the game. So why, despite being higher rated than me, and only a very slight rating deviation difference, did my opponent gain a bunch, like, not so much about gate, but like, why was the rating differential twice as big? It's very, I don't understand the ELO system, I guess. Weird. Okay, well, anyway, that's a mystery for another time, I guess. As for this video, we are finished. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.